Hey, welcome back to Left 4 Dead Garage. I'm going to jump on the 54 again. I got some parts in that hopefully we can make a little progress and make this thing steer this evening. I got a little ahead of the camera, messing around with some stuff. Didn't really miss anything, but I'll run through what I've done. So, found a deal on an Ididit column, a new old stock column. Let me find the part number. I'm pretty sure it's 30-inch, a 30-inch column, 1230C. Yeah, 30-inch chrome column, and it would be a floor shift column. It came with a new old stock Billet Specialties swivel drop column mount, and then obviously it came with the billet adapter stuff. Well, maybe it didn't come with it. That must be separate because there's an old price of $24.95. I'd be curious to know what part number 1500P, 15000P costs today. That column is like $700 now. Steering columns and gauges and, well, I guess everything has went insanely expensive. So what I've got, this is not going to stay. I was just curious to see if a factory GM wheel would fit. I've got the column bracket kind of eyeballed. We've got this very professional zip tie column mount going on, and I painter taped this thing up just so I wouldn't goober it up. So I've got it kind of stuck through the firewall. I had to trim this radius into the firewall, and then I got this piece of PVC here to mock up the steering shaft. So I was curious to know if it would clear the header, which it does by a mile, and it goes all the way down to the steering box down there. And this OD is like 1 5/16", I believe it was, so much smaller than the 3/4 double D shaft. So I've got a piece of 3/4 double D from Summit Racing. I hate that Summit doesn't include an actual copy of the invoice anymore, because I can't tell you prices as soon as I, do the video. So what I've got a Borgeson double D on one end and GM spline on this end. I hope that's right. It says 30 spline. So that thing, not cheap. But I will say I got Amazon specials on my Impala when I had to make my steering shaft to clear the headers and all. And I mean, the car's been driven for a couple years now, and it's got a few miles on it, but they're junk. They're loose, they don't stay tight. It's got little Allen screws that's supposed to hold these caps in. The Allen screws fall out, and the caps have actually moved around. These are staked in, so those aren't going to come out, but mine are clearly Chinese garbage, and back then Chinese garbage was my budget. So I think this was about $70, I believe. This is the same, if you're familiar with Pinky. I've mentioned it a couple times in this truck video, and some people may not know about it. I'll put a link to Pinky in the description box. I use this same mount on the outside of the firewall. I believe this time I got a little less steering shaft, but I'm probably going to mock me up a seat and get an idea how this feels. If I can slide it back that way, I can, or I will rather. Either way, if I have to, I'll use this on the inside. So this is actually a floor mount, but these things spin all the way around, and it works out as a good firewall mount too. So that's a good secure way to do it. And then this is actually a dash bracket for this truck to this drop column. So it'll bolt to the top right here, as you can see these holes, and then it'll bolt to the column down here where I got the zip tie ran through. Probably can't see it because it's dark, but that's the plan tonight. And yeah, that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to try to mock up a steering column and cut a steering shaft, and see how far we can get, and see if we can get it to turn. So let me get my ducks in a row and I'll get back to you.
Competition Products, your source for hardcore engine parts for street, strip, and oval track. Our free catalog is packed with hundreds of product lines from the best-known manufacturers in the performance industry. Lowest prices guaranteed. Free shipping and handling on all orders over $149 in the continental U.S. Need expert advice? Our knowledgeable staff is just a phone call away. Competition Product, race parts sold by racers since 1970.
In true fashion, ran into our first problem already. So this is a Billet Specialties mount, and these are Ididit parts, and what do you know, they don't match. So these are expensive. Like I said, this thing was, well, this was who knows how old, was $60 then. So this is pretty cheap. I guess my plan is I'm gonna weld these holes up and we'll slick it back up, clean it up, and I'll drill the correct pattern into this little adapter here, and we'll then bolt it up. So I'm gonna get the welder out, fix this, and see if we can drill some holes. All right, I got this thing modified here. I welded it up, kind of laid it out. I used purple Sharpie. It shows up pretty good on steel and aluminum. So I just moved out the bolt pattern to 2 1/4. So it's 265 hole. And just from inside to inside, just add 265 to that, and it'll give you 2 1/4. And it works out. Kind of hard to do one-handed, but so I'm gonna get the steel bracket here hung, and then we'll throw this around the column loosely and then adjust from there. I also have to get a rough measurement on this shaft and double check and make sure I got the right steering joint, which I'm pretty sure I did, but you never know. And we'll see if we can get this thing kind of roughly mocked up. So I got it mocked up. Steering shaft's in there, clears everything. Clears the header. I put this old raggedy S10 steering wheel on there just because. This is a 2-inch drop bracket. I'm pretty sure is what it said. It could probably be better off with a 1-inch, but it's going to have a lot to do with seat choice. I can bring the column back this way about another inch. I'm going to have to mount my little bracket here on the inside, which is fine because I really think it looks better not being able to be seen. It looks like it's going to land right in the break of the firewall. So I'm going to have to modify these, which probably what I'll do is slightly split them down the seam and right here and bend them, and then I'll weld it back solid and try to blend it where you can't tell it ever happened. So I'm going to wait on this. It's not a big deal, just drilling a couple holes. Like I said, I can come back this way and then really, like a grant and the hub may push the steering wheel back this way some as well. So a 32-inch column would be ideal. It would give you more room to play with, but a 30 is also fine. And you can read where people say 30 and 32. So it is a tilt. It's a tilt column too, so it will come down some and go up. But seat placement would be ideal. Probably need to go ahead and cut this pan out and then start trying to mock up some sort of seat. That way, that'll also help me with pedals. So maybe that might be what we go into next. I still need to trim this down. This is the full shaft. There's enough in this column where I just slid it all together. Got lucky there. So I'll just mark it here and then go up a few inches and chop it off. But I'll put all these part numbers and the links to these parts in the description. So hopefully this is helpful. But good short video, but I feel like it's full of information. So I'm gonna move on to the next thing. Thanks for watching Left 4 Dead Garage. We'll catch you later.